Welcome to the Money Factor. I am Dr. G, the Money Coach, your host. Listen, I am excited about today's show. This is one of my mentors. She is a trailblazer and trendsetter in the city of New Orleans, in the community. We're going to be talking about leaving an inheritance. You know, we're always talking about leaving an inheritance, but how many of us are really pouring into our children and our children's children? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. Jesus said we are inherited by his blood. So I may not be a Jew through the bloodline, but I am a Jew because I've been adopted by the Lord Jesus Christ. Well, this woman that I'm going to share with you today, she has bloodline that she is pouring into, and then like Jesus, she has adopted children throughout the city of New Orleans, and she is pouring into them. She's going to teach us how to leave an inheritance unto our children's children. I have with me today Miss Roberta Brown. Some of us call her Mama B. Listen, her name is like E.F. Hutton. When you say Roberta Brown, the room goes quiet. Everybody shut up, because you want to listen to what she has to say. And then we have a daughter here, Shantrice Dial. She's like my baby sister. And her daughter, Jiya Janae, she is the makeup eyebrow queen. And we're going to talk about all of that when we come back. Listen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. Are you tired of being denied because of your credit always being turned down? Are you ready to go from denial to approval, looking for that perfect credit application? Want to grow your credit score to a 730 or higher? Move from a low score to a high score? Want to live in victory in your life? Order now Dr. G's step-by-step credit repair workbook for just $9.99 at www.ygliv.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Well, we are back. Listen, I want to introduce to some and present to others today Miss Roberta Brown and her daughter, Shantrice Dial. Mama B, I call her Mama B. This lady, listen, if I told you her age, you would not believe it. The energy she has, she makes you want to move. She make you want to work. You know, how can you sit on a log and be a bump, and you see this woman with so much energy, she's tenacious, she's just full of vigor, all of those things that make you want to get up and do something. So Mama B,
here I am.
Tell us, how did you how old are you?
81. I will be 82 in 2 months.
She will be 82. Does she look 82 to you? She surely don't look it to me. Okay. So Mama B, how did you get into being a philanthropist? What made you get into becoming a philanthropist?
Well, homelessness.
Homelessness.
Homelessness first. I began working with the homeless in 1985. And we had so many homeless people under the bridge in those days, and people with special needs. So I decided to open the first homeless shelter in Algiers.
Algiers, Louisiana.
Algiers.
Wow.
And that was in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
I was working under the Bartholomew administration.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no homeless shelters in Algiers. And I talked to him about it, and he said, fine. So we opened the first homeless shelter with people with special needs back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first nonprofit.
Wow.
The first
Okay.
nonprofit in the 80s. And that started me moving into homeless and helping people with special needs, helping people that could not afford to take care of themselves, feeding the homeless. And me, my grandchildren, and my children, and other people started volunteering doing that work with the work of Pastor Nelson Brown in Algiers.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I wish my producer and I would have thought about. I would like you guys to see her shelter, where she take people in off the street, those who are coming out of prison, those who are coming out of rehabilitation programs. The house looks like a mansion. It is so clean. It's cleaner than my house. It's so clean, you can literally almost just eat off the floor. And this is a homeless shelter.
Well, the first shelter I had, the city helped me get that shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was under the City Bartholomew administration. And he told me find some properties, and they would help me get started. So I mentioned to them, okay, I'm going to find a piece of property, but it's not going to be like the usual homeless shelter. I'm going to fix it like I would want to stay there myself.
Awesome.
And so that's what I did, and it still looks like that. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. Gorgeous.
And we have 2 homeless shelters, and we have about 50 or 60 pieces of property for the homeless. We go from shelter to assisted living, from assisted living to permanent living.
So you're transitioning now from becoming homeless and re-entering into society.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome.
We have an educational program for them that when they're in shelter, they have to go to the program, get their GED if they don't have it, do job search. We help them find jobs.
Awesome.
And get them back to working into the community.
So see how you're pouring into other people's lives, other people's children, leaving an inheritance unto your children's children. That is what I want you to share with us. How do we get people to do that in the different communities? How do we dig deep? You know, today I don't see the compassion you have. I don't see the love you have. I don't see government really pouring into the community. How do we get back to that? What did you guys do in the 80s? And you're still here. That's the other thing, longevity.
First, community first. Yeah, and not just that, we do the first-time home buyers program. So we have a lot of homeless people that we have moved into first-time home buyers. And we started that in 1999.
Yes.
And so in 99, all of those programs, all of those houses we built for them to move in, you got a soft second grant. In 10 years, that grant loan became a grant.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of those people are paid up now.
Right.
They own their home. They have no note on them. And I got a lot success cases that went from homeless to owning their own homes, and now their homes are paid for, doing great, and are working. And so you ask me, how do you do that? How do you help people? You know, I feel a bleeding. I'm about to get on something. Yolanda, you may not. I have to say this, that.
No, you be free. This is the Money Factor. We talk
And I
facts
know-
on this
I
show,
know you
and
care
we
about
real.
people, so our churches have failed our people.
Okay, okay. And why do you say
It
that?
starts churches first.
Okay,
And churches are there to help the poor people and the people in our community.
I agree.
And they're not doing that. We have
I
a few
agree.
churches that, and it's a feeling. You have to feel it for people. You have to feel what a pastor preached to you. And if you don't feel that, and you don't allow, I don't get what I want to get out of some of the churches. And I'm not just talking about one churches. I'm
Right.
talking about
You're
churches.
generalizing.
And so I think it begins with our churches, with the poor people and the homeless people and people with special needs and our seniors too, because I'm a senior, and so I'm a senior. So I'm into seniors and I'm into people that's special needs, people who can't help themselves.
That's right.
And I think it's supposed to start it used to start with the churches. It's not there anymore.
I agree. I
It's
agree
not
with
there
you.
anymore.
I do, Mom. I agree, and I too. The Bible says, "And they that had sold what they had, so that everybody might have." And I strive to be where you are, but I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I have.
Right.
And I think if everybody just took whatever gifts you had and educate, even you said you have a Homes Wise program, you have a jobs program. How many people could just come and donate a teaching time? You know, Miss Roberta, I'll donate my time to help these people get. I agree with you 100%. And so that's why we're here today. Sometimes we don't like to go back. You don't want to go back if back is going to pull you down.
Right.
But sometimes we have to go back in order to move forward, right? So we can revisit where our strengths and our weaknesses were. So in all that you do in that community in Algiers, how did you bring the people together? You've been around so long, the longevity. I don't even know how many nonprofits, African American, let me back up a minute, African American nonprofits have lasted as long as you've been around.
Well, I stopped for a little while, a few years.
You did?
Yeah, a few years I just got out of doing a lot of stuff that I was doing, and I just sit back and I watch. But as for the last 5 years, I came back. And I prayed because I didn't like what I saw going on in the community with the churches and the elected officials. And so it was time for us to reorganize, get back together and make a difference.
That's right.
And I had to have knee surgery about 5 years ago. I was walking with a cane and I prayed and asked God to give me my strength back.
And He gave it. You walked on in here today.
I don't need a cane anymore.
Yeah, you did.
I did not have surgery.
Awesome.
You know, that made me believe more than ever.
Amen.
At 81 years old, you know, I believe, but when I didn't, I could put that can down, didn't go to the doctor and have a knee replacement, and started walking. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to need a knee replacement.
Yeah, you're not going to need it.
I prayed for me to put that can down, and it went down.
Amen.
And I got strength in my knees. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And I'm doing some of the things. I started working, looking at our community falling apart. And it was time for me to bring back the old way. The way we used to have our elected officials accountable to us.
That's right. That's
and
right.
And gotten so we was accountable to them.
Yes.
And we had to bring that back.
Yes.
And what happened in Alabama and what happened here this year is a change. It's going to be a change. A new mayor, new council people. Watch it.
I just told them
Just
today,
watch it.
2018 is going to be the year of definement.
And I just pray and ask to live long enough to
Uh-huh.
see the change in our community. And it doesn't matter, y'all, what color they are.
That's
as
right.
long as they're making a difference in the community and doing what they're supposed to do by us. And sometimes you have to see white or black. Sometimes you get a little bit out of the white, but you get nothing out of the black. And so if our people can't come together with us right now
Uh-huh.
and say, hey, look, I'm with y'all, we're going to show you we're going to make a difference in our community. That's what we want from all of our elected officials right now.
That's right.
Right now. Not in May when our new mayor and our new council take office. We want that right now. You come with us. Show us what you can do for our community. Don't pass up the neighborhood and go over the bridge. Don't pass up the neighborhood and come this way. You need to ride through our neighborhoods. New Orleans, Algiers and New Orleans East.
Yes.
New Orleans, I thought we were bad.
Oh, no. New Orleans is dying. Really.
So,
it's almost dead.
So we cannot wait until
the new
our
Ninth
people
Ward.
and May take office. We have to start right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, y'all gonna give us some help. We're gonna demand it.
Very good. So you're saying you need to rally your people. You need to come before your political leaders and the spiritual leaders
Yes.
and challenge
Yes.
them to show true leadership by
Yes.
working together.
Right.
That's
All that going
awesome.
on, breakfast for the ministers and breakfast for this. They could go to that.
Mm-hmm.
They come to meet and tell us what they're gonna help us to do in our community.
That's
and
right.
That's all we're asking for.
Awesome.
Pick up a collection, y'all, for our potholes.
Ah.
Property. You could do that too.
Come
All right,
on now.
let's move on.
I love it. Listen, y'all. I told you she feisty.
Pick up some collection and give it to our Christmas meals that we're having. We're giving almost 500 Christmas dinners to the people in citywide in New Orleans, the disabled, the sick and shut out, and to poor, I hate to use that word, the people that can't afford to cook a
Well, it's okay, Madam.
Christmas.
Jesus said, the poor you will always have.
Yeah, thank you. That can't afford to cook a meal for their children at home. I can't prepare it. And I want to thank Troy Carter because day before yesterday, he gave away toys to these kids, made them so happy. If you look on your Facebook, people was in line.
Awesome.
People was in
Awesome.
line to get toys for their children. And he said next year, he going to fix it so that they would come inside.
Awesome.
They was in, where was they? The Navy base.
Federal City.
Federal City.
Federal
It was
City.
at Federal City. And I looked at my Facebook this morning. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I like that. Troy, keep up the good work. Bring them other guys with you here.
Good,
Just
good,
let them
good.
follow your footsteps.
That's right.
Okay, and that's what we're asking for. So, we delivering some aluminum pans, not no little plates.
Right.
We're doing a quarter of a turkey. We're doing dressing the macaronis and the Christmas dinners, and we are delivering it.
Awesome. And their food is not any type
No,
of
it's
food
not.
now. It's a real Christmas dinner. Listen, we will be right back after these messages. The number is 504-341-8255. And when we come back, she's going to tell us how she is now preparing to leave this inheritance to her children's children. She's going to tell us, how do you start transitioning so that somebody else you can pass the mantle? We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you struggling with debt collectors? Scared to answer the phone? Order Dr. G's Man Survival Kit and learn how to stop creditors. Visit www.ygliv.com or call 800-705-6840. Pedro, uno dinero. The U.S. dollar will collapse. Learn why you should buy physical silver and gold. Order Dr. G's P3. Plan, prepare, protect. Visit www.ygliv.com or call 800-705-6840. Identity theft is the #1 crime of the century. Protect your identity and visit lifelock.com. Use code LIV to receive a 10% discount or call Dr. G at 800-705-6840. Starting a church? Did you know churches do not have to be 501c3? For more information, visit www.ygliv.com or call Dr. G at 800-705-6840. Don't just get noticed, be remembered. Turn your business or event into a purple cow. Call Dr. G at 800-705-6840. Help Dr. G TV educate and share biblical principles to end-time prosperity and financial security. Donate now at www.ygliv.com or call 800-705-6840. Thank you for sharing with Dr. G and Living in Victory Ministries. Are you struggling with debt collectors? Scared to answer the phone? Or
Well, we are back, and now after Mama B done told us off,
It's something else, huh?
she done told us about ourselves. So if you a preacher, if you a politician, or even just a community developing person, Mama B just told us we better learn how to come together and make things happen if we're going to leave an inheritance to our children's children. So, Mama B, you're moving up in age. I know you're still feisty. We're not trying to push you
I
out.
do like the Vietnamese do. You know, they all come together for
That's
their
right.
people in their community.
I told them we got to learn the power of collaboration.
Yes.
We have to learn the power of
Yeah, you're
collaboration and
Yes.
respect each other's gifts.
Yes.
You know, what you bring to the table, let me honor and respect that. What she brings to the table, and let us all come together, and we can be a great force.
Yes.
We could be a great force. Amen. But we have some challenges in the African American community. And we have to. That's why I love you, because you don't give up on people. You're always trying to pull on people to teach them and show us a better way. And ladies, I keep telling you, everybody needs a mentor, a coach. You know, I go by Mama B and wait where everybody leave and sit down right at her feet and just suck up all her wisdom, become a sponge, and just learn from our elders, because they've been there. They've already done it, and they can save us so much time. So Shantrice, Shantrice left us. She got disgusted with us. She left us. We called the turncoat and all that stuff, and she said, Dr. G, I love you, and I'm never coming back home. And I looked at her, right? And, you know, I just looked at her and smiled, and I said, okay, beautiful, you coming back home. One, I knew she had to come back home because Mama B can't do this forever. Amen. And so she has to have somebody she can pass on all of this work she's put into the community, all of this knowledge. And we want her what? We want her to be a living legend, and we want it to continue to. She know I'm trying to get a street her name. Amen.
We done talked about it.
That's right. Because she has done too much work for us, and let's recognize her why we have to wait till people die to put streets in their names? Let's put the street in her name while she's living. Let's do things while she's living and she's preparing to pass the baton on, and let her sit back and just be an advisor, amen, and watch her children take that inheritance and keep it moving.
But do you know my mother did it?
Look at this.
My mother died at 95. She worked till she was 92.
Uh-huh.
They named the multipurpose center on Monroe Street in Gretna. They have it's in the paper every year. Was in the paper. They had named the Alice Brown Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow.
And every year they have it. We donate to it. We go help them.
Awesome.
It's Clara Byes, who run the multipurpose center. So my mother fed the homeless. That's all she did all her life. Children go out, get off the school bus, get their candy free and everything. So I feel like I inherited. I picked it up from her. I'm here. My granddaughter. You're going to let Shantrice talk about Jiya. Then I'm going to talk about my great-grandchildren.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So, Shantrice, you're back home. Tell me, what are you doing? I already see you latching on to Mom. And so what's going on?
Well, I called you when I got back home.
Yes, you did.
And I told you I wanted to get involved. When I left here, we had a girls' art foundation. One of my friends and I called Jiya Camp. And, you know, we were mentoring the girls, and we were trying to make a difference with the young women.
Amen.
We wanted the young girls to earn the respect
and
know how to be a lady. And I think we did that when President Obama took office, because Michelle, you know, First Lady Michelle Obama brought back the pearls, and she brought back the elegant, and, you know, she just brought back the classiness about being a woman. And I think our young ladies have lost that.
That's, you know, we have the butterflies.
Yes.
So you can come on board with the butterflies.
Exactly.
And we can make that bigger, right? And that's kind of what we're doing.
Yes. And I called you and I told you, hey, you know, I'm ready to get back involved with the young ladies. I want to make a difference in young women's lives. I want to make a difference in the community. I just want to start where I left off. And coming home for the election at that time, I had a different feeling from when I would previously come home. It was like I needed to be here.
Something was pulling on you.
Yeah, there you go. You know, I get emotional when I talk about stuff. So, you know, I lost my father last year.
Right.
And that played a big part of me coming home. Because, of course, my mom is 81.
Yeah.
But she has more energy. She has more spunk. She wakes up. She has more energy than me, and I'm 47.
Right.
But we never know that day when the Lord might call you home.
That's right.
So I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity of me and my niece, Nayoka, being here with her and for her.
That's
because in Atlanta, it was hard for me to leave home last year with my father being ill. So I wanted to just be here to be able to be the daughter that I've always been away in here. And just to be here for her, you know, me and Ayoka, to kind of make her life easier and help her do things that she needs to do in the community with her program, and also make a difference with young women, because I have a daughter.
That's right.
You know, and it makes a big difference to me to see young women walking in grace and walking in just dignity about themselves.
Okay.
So I want to work with you with mentoring the girls, and I want my daughter also to work with mentoring the girls, because she is a really good example. You know, we have, they're growing up, you know, they grow up and they go through, everybody have ups and downs. They have to go through a learning. She, you know, she's not a perfect child.
Well, none of us.
But,
I mean, Marty can't even talk to him. You know, Marty tatted up from the neck down.
Yeah.
From the grind. People say that you're Dr. G's daughter.
Yeah.
You know, because of all her tats and whatever. But she is a good girl. Never been on drugs. Never, you know, was out like that. Just, you know, she liked tattoos.
If she would have been on drugs.
Right, even if she would have.
From being
it doesn't. And now she's an entrepreneur. She has her own shop. So she came and talked to the girls and told them, you know, mistakes she did make in life and what they should and shouldn't be doing as far as, you know, handling themselves as young ladies. And I think that's the other thing, too. I told them, I believe God is separating the wheat from the tares. 2018 is going to be a year of definement.
Yes.
It is, Mama B. And you're going to define, you're either going to determine your destiny or your death. And I'm talking spiritually and financially.
That's correct.
Right? So we're going to have to come together. We're going to have to put our feelings, emotions aside so that we can make some strides. We're going to have to be like the deer now and leap. We have to make leaps into what we want to do. So I'm glad to see, I know Nayoka is here. Maybe after station break, if she agrees, we bring her in here. But I know she's here, but you know, she needs help. And it's a great feeling to know when you can pass something you've worked so hard for onto your children.
Yeah.
So I thank God you're back home, woman of God, and I believe God has great work for you to do. And that's why he brought you back home. So after these messages, we're going to come back and we're going to put up Jiya pictures and let you talk a little bit about Jiya. Because I love the millennials. I love to see them moving into a small business own. I tell people there's a difference in entrepreneur and small business owner. You have entrepreneurs who I'm always hustling. Small
And
business owners, we don't hustle. The money works for us, right? Well, I tell people, I lay in the bed and make money. I wake up to money. Are you with me? And so we want to teach our kids now how to be small business owners and not just an entrepreneur. There's a difference. So we want to talk about that. I love she's 18. I just got another little boy. He's 19, teaching him how to trade. And he's doing great strides in that, getting him into another level. So we'll be right back after these messages. 504-341-8255. Listen, I wouldn't miss out on all of this wisdom. We'll be right back. You come.
Learn how to turn your cell phone into an ATM machine. That's right. Conveniently make your deposits and withdrawals directly from your cell phone by simply learning how to trade global currency through foreign exchange. That's right. It's as simple as entering a trade, take profit, close the trade, take your cash, and that's it. Turn your nickels into dollars. Turn quarters into dollars. Simply by learning how to do global currency trading. That's right, it's bigger than the stock market. $5.3 trillion a day, 5 days a week, 24 hours a day of trading. That's right, making money right in the comfort of your home or eating at Piccadilly's with Dr. G. Learn the new rules of money, of Forex, global currency trading, by joining Dr. G and Marilyn Lee every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, located at the Piccadilly Restaurant, 533 La Palco Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana. So come out, have a bite to eat, and join Dr. G and the VIP traders as we copy, profit, and paste. See you there.
Listen, we are back. We've talked to Mama B. We've talked about Shantrice. And now I want to talk about Jiya. Jiya is like my little baby sister. She's young, she's invigorating, she's excited about her gift.
Love it.
And she did my eyebrows. You guys know, as a small business owner, I believe go to the people, that's their profession. You know, I'm a business person. I'm all about the administrative side of business, the money side of business. So I'm not a great decorator. I'm not great at makeup. And so I said, my niece is home. She's come home. Let me go let her do my eyebrows. When Christmas holiday over and she's calmed down a little bit, I'm going to go and let her do my brows, my lashes. Right, look, I don't even know what to call them. You know, and once that's done, I could handle the rest. So you have to learn to go to the people who are good at what they do and what you're not good at, right? So tell us a little bit about Jiya and what Jiya does, and put her picture back up there.
And I wanted her to do my lashes,
Well, Jiya,
but I have eye problems, so I don't want to trust that one with me. But I need my lashes and my eyebrows
she's not
done
going to
too.
lay down for that.
But it's not going to hurt your eyes, Mom.
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay.
I have.
But I'm going to lay down next week.
I've
then.
had custom eye surgery on my eyes. It cost me $5,000, which is why I don't need glasses to see far away anymore. And I had to have custom.
But I can't have that
And
I can see
I
right
wore contacts, you know, the fake contacts. I wore that, and I've done all kinds of things. And my eyes are just fine. My mom, you know, will be 90, had cataract surgery, and she don't wear glasses for anything.
Well, I asked the doctor about that with my eyes to have the surgeons come on. Optometrist had to work with me. He said my eyes is not ready for that.
They're
right
not
now.
ready for that. So that's a good thing. So let's move to Jiya. Jiya's back too, and Mom, you said you used to do hair, you used to do eyes.
Well, Jiya started at 14 years old.
Wow.
Doing eyelashes.
Okay.
And makeup.
Okay.
Makeup first. And so she started doing the eyelashes, she started doing the eyebrows, and she just was going so strong with it. So I went to Atlanta where she started doing them. And I sit down one day and I had a long talk with her. I said, Jiya, just a year ago, she's been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. I said, you know, your grandmother had a beauty salon when I was very young. I went to beauty school. I did individual eyelashes in the 60s.
Wow.
The same thing you're doing. I didn't do the brows, but I did the individual lashes, and I did makeup, and I had a beauty salon. I finished from Katie's to Julia's beauty salon. And I said, and you doing the same thing I did. I did all of that. And I don't know if she believed me or not, but she looked at me, so I had to go back and get some pictures. And so I had to get the pictures and show. I said I was doing individual lashes, almost the same thing. We used to put them on one with the glue. And they didn't last as long as they last now, but I did all of that. And she just gone crazy with it. She just doing it and doing it up, and I'm looking at her. All of that is your grandmother.
Look how that lineage is passing down.
It skips me.
And she,
But it does that sometimes.
It skips me.
It
Because
skipped
I'm more
you and it went
administrative.
to her.
Yeah, I'm more administrative.
And so look at the gifts. She will make y'all beautiful at all times, right? And you'll keep the centers moving.
and now Okas does the interior decorating
So
like
see?
me.
It just kind
You
of
know,
So
Christmas
everybody's
trees,
picked
yes.
up
from her.
some gift from Mom, and I'm moving in that gift. So her vision never dies.
Mostly with the women in my family.
Well, that's how it usually
Mostly with
is.
the women.
But
Hard workers.
Yeah.
You know, and my grandchildren and my granddaughters, and all of them, just about all of them. Delise does, my granddaughter Delise, she lives up here, and she does interior design and Christmas trees, centerpieces. You know, you inherit all that stuff, you know.
Awesome.
And so I'm just so proud of Jiya because she's a child. She's been working since 14. She graduated from high school. She's going to
Esthetician.
school.
Yeah, how am I?
And she don't ask anybody. She make her money. You know, and I think that's what girls are supposed to really go to work. Work hard. Make sure you get the check every 2 weeks or every month, and be able to take care of yourself.
That's
But I
right.
thought about
And don't
something.
depend on mother. Mostly now, the boys are dependent on mamas and grandmothers, and the girls is go-getters. Go-getters.
Yep.
Amen.
But I just thought about something since you said inheritance. Really, Jiya started off with something my mama had started too, and I bet Jiya don't even know. When I was young, my mama had a T-shirt shop called Print Me Please. Well, she worked in a shop called Print Me Please.
No, I own the shop.
No, Ritz. No, you own the
I
Ritz.
own Ritz the Tees.
Ritz
I
the
work for
Tees.
Print Me
You
Please.
worked for Print Me Please in Oakwood. And then working at Print Me
You
Please,
right.
it was a T-shirt shop. And we used to get our shirts there when we go to skate ring every Sunday, me and my friends.
Belle
And then
Promenade.
Belle Promenade came up and she opened her own shop called Ritzy Tees. And it was a T-shirt shop. When we first moved to Atlanta, Jiya marketed herself by coming up with a shirt called Young and Fly.
Sure did.
A
I
T-shirt.
remember
You
the
bought.
shirt.
You
I
was one of the
bought
first persons that bought her shirt.
Yeah.
So she
yeah.
started off with a T-shirt, at being in junior high school, and as the T-shirts got popular, and she got marketed herself so much. Jiya always played in makeup as a little girl.
She liked makeup.
She loved
I
makeup
got
as a little
granddaughter
girl.
like- So let me ask this question. Being Jiya loved makeup and she liked playing it as a little girl, you have some mothers who might say, she's too young for that.
Oh.
She don't need to be dealing in that. How did you guys deal with that
I
as far
deal-
as encouraging?
I'm gonna tell you why I encouraged her. Because when I graduated from high school, I went to college mainly because of my parents. Because my parents was like, if you want to be somebody, you have to get a degree. But when I got to college, I loved a little beauty stuff too. My friends was hairstylists. I used to model for them. And I started doing nails on campus, making my little hustle. I was a nail tech. And when I remember calling my daddy one day and telling him I was going to nail school, he chewed me out. Like, literally, like, you don't know nail school? So when Jiya got into the T-shirts and she marketed herself and she started doing her makeup, I saw her take a love. Jiya used to watch YouTube all the time, and she asked me to go work in this girl's shop in Atlanta. They used to do my makeup, named Alexis. Browsing Beauty now. She's the guru of Atlanta. And Alexis, Jiya went working for Alexis, and Alexis and this other girl named Naya. Jiya was the assistant, and Naya said, Treese, Jiya gift is makeup. She got her hands. And I was like, girl, So she said, I'm telling you. So Naya sent home a list of product for me to purchase for Jiya. And she said it's reasonable just for her to play with it and get started.
To learn.
And Jiya would always be on YouTube and everything watching them. And it was amazing to her. And she would practice on all her friends. And I went and bought her all the little products. And she started doing it. And they started allowing Jiya to do it in the shop. Because they had Jiya there to market their shop because her followers was high for Young and Fly.
Yeah, she's got up some
That's what happened. They
flowers.
wanted her because they wanted Jiya to bring the girls to their shop. But when she started doing makeup, and then her little friends that she was hanging with was very popular, it kind of, her makeup just took off. It just took off so fast. It really took off. And when it took off, she started doing celebrities. She started doing makeup and being at pop-up shops and everything. So I started supporting her because I feel you have to support a person in what their gift is and what they like to do.
But even
Because-
as supporting your child, isn't that a part of you encouraging that child and passing that inheritance on?
I had to encourage her. I had to be the momager. not the
I
manager.
like that.
I
The
had to be the
momager.
momager.
All right.
Yeah,
now.
because I had to show her.
There's a niche.
Yeah, I had to show her how to
There's a
take
niche.
it a step further.
There's a niche.
Yeah, I had to a step further. The momager, because at that age, what you want to do? You want to party.
Right.
You want to have fun.
Right.
And her friends used to be like, all you do is work. Tell your mama you need a break. But see, that was that left ear. I had to be in that right ear because we got to make something out of this.
That's right.
If that's what you love to do, you got to take it
That's
a
what I'm
step
telling
further.
them with William. William is on this game 24/7. I said, y'all going to find William some competitions. William going to start doing
Yes.
some YouTubes. We have to turn this into money.
Yes.
And that's kind of, too, where we miss it as African Americans is we don't pour into the vision
Of what they
of
want.
our children
Yeah.
at a young age where our friends start teaching their children as babies, right, to move into what they want to do with it. And they don't worry about money. They make sacrifice. All of those, just what you did. You sacrificed
A lot.
to help the community get where it is today. You're still sacrificing.
Still is, baby.
Yeah,
No
you're
sacrifice
So
till
it's
they're
about
there.
sacrifice when we're talking about leaving an inheritance into our children's children, right? And leaving an inheritance in our communities. What do you want people to
Right.
say about you when you die? What is it you want them to say about you? We don't think about those kind of things.
But I want them to say nice things while I'm here.
Well, that's true. I mean, and so even in that, you still, it's an
It's still
inheritance.
But I
inheritance.
have my grandkids, and I have my daughter, and to keep this ball rolling.
That's
You
right.
know, as for Jiya, I'm so proud of her because she paid her own bills.
When she had a lot of,
Pay her
distractions,
off.
and I had to keep on
She
track.
still pay her bills at 16, 17, and 18 years old. She pay her. And she don't ask you for nothing. You know, and so that's why I say the difference in the grandsons in my life and the granddaughters in my life. And Naoka been working with me at home again for 20 years.
Wow.
At a young age. My grandson, I had one have a home behavior health program. He's doing beautiful in his behavior health program. I have some problem grandchildren too.
Oh, we
I
all
have some
do.
problem children.
We
but
all
I'm just
do.
so proud of
Every
them all.
family got
they're
one.
all mine.
Right.
They're all yours.
They're all
At the end of the
mine.
day.
They're all mine.
That's right.
And I love them to death.
They all
Yes.
are brown.
And I'm gonna be there for them regardless.
That's right.
But I love.
I'm adopted brown. I'm
Yeah.
a favorite child.
Yeah.
See, I got to share.
That's right.
It's all right. I'm there. I'm everybody's grandmother. I'm everybody's mother.
That's right.
And I mean, all the homeless people that there, I'm there for them, and they call me Mama. I'm Mama
Everybody,
Roberta. Mama,
yeah, Mama B.
But that's all right too.
That's right.
You know, because Mama gonna be there for you. So I try real hard to help everybody, family
Yes,
and
you
non-family
do.
members.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to be a family
Yes,
member.
you do.
That's true.
I mean, if they come and I need my light bill paid, and if I have it, you're gonna get it. If I don't have it, I'm gonna try to get it for you.
Yes, you do.
You know, so I love Jiya is more like me, but I got other grandchildren that's working and trying and making it out here too, and that's where I get to Yolanda when we talk about. I'm not gonna talk about that, but anyhow,
I don't know what she was going.
we just got to live for each
Support.
other.
That's right.
For each
That's
other,
right,
whatever.
Mama. That's right.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
It takes to give, not to always.
Selflessness.
Yeah, we
What
got to
can I
give
do
to
for
each
my
other. We
country
got
and
to
not
help.
so much what my country can do
Yeah,
for me?
and what about self? It's not about self.
That's right.
You know,
That's
it's about our people helping one another. And we could get where those Iranians come here and they get all the gas stations, the Conocos on the corner, and
Vietnamese get the nail
selling all the
stations.
food. Yeah, the Vietnamese with the nail shops and eyebrows. Now they're going to arching eyebrows. Oh,
Yeah.
remember,
Wax.
Mama, you need the eyebrow arch today, you know? And so we just got to try to do all of that for each other. And everybody need to come. We all need to come together.
Yeah,
in
we have
New
to
Orleans,
support one
in New
another.
Orleans, in New Orleans metropolitan area.
That's right.
And most women have problems with supporting each other.
You know, we
Oh,
gotta get
yeah,
out
that's
of
a
that.
whole. Maybe
know,
we
so
get
you
Mom
gotta
to
do.
do the show,
Women gotta
and we
support
talk
women.
about that. You know, I just told him this morning, 99.9% of my mentees are around the country, not from here. Trinidad, Bahamas, Japan, Africa.
I see on your page.
The 52 states of America. But I just keep it moving. You got, and then you thank God for the people like Miss Roberta who pour into your life, who do encourage you, and you just keep it moving, and you do like she said, you be selfless. But look, our time is running out. Mom, share with everybody what you're doing for Christmas. What do you need us to do to support and help you so they know how to support and help?
Okay, I need volunteers to deliver food for me.
Okay.
And we need some more names of people that we could deliver food to that's sick and shut in.
Okay.
People that can't afford to do Christmas dinners. We need help on delivering those meals. We need help on come and get us to prepare the food.
Okay.
And so that's what we really need for Christmas. But after Christmas, we're going to be calling on you.
Yeah. So what's a number they can call? What's the number they can call?
504-362-1066.
Say it again.
504-362-1066. After Christmas, we're going to be calling on you, people in Community First, to get our community straight. We need everybody.
All right, guys, y'all heard that. Listen, you want to learn how to leave an inheritance unto your children's children in your community while you're living. I want you to tap into Home Again. Just even if you go visit and look at what they're doing over there, how they're pouring into the community, check out Jiya Janae, what she's doing, and let's support our millennials. Let's just take it to a whole nother level. I don't know about you, but I always enjoy just sitting at the feet of a woman of wisdom, learning and growing. You want to add, Shani?
And I just thought of something else. You know, God put stuff on my spirit. We got Jiya that's 18, and her grandmother is 81. Isn't that something?
Wow, 1 in 8, 8
1
in
in
1.
1, 8 in 1.
I tell
so
you.
this is her year. And
This
support,
is the year of definement.
And we're going into 18. So you got 18,
Well, sure.
81, and 2018 coming up. So support. And
it's the year of definement.
she's
This
back, we
is
back
it.
home.
And you back home.
Back home. So
see.
support this upcoming 18-year-old beauty guru of New Orleans.
I love you all. Love you all. Let's get New Orleans straight, y'all.
That's right. Well, guys, I love you. I see you guys on the next show is Monday, or Christmas Day. I'm going to do a replay of either the credit show or the car buying show. I hope you guys are using the tips. Listen, don't go out there and buy those cars without first knowing what you're worth, so you can negotiate the power of an interest rate. All right? I love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you and yours, and see you in the new year. Love you. Bye-bye.